open in case of emergency. Hey y'all, Halfmilesniper here, and we are in the garage today, not on the range. We couldn't get to the range this weekend, so we're going to take a look at a new to me pea shooter for emergency use only. So y'all sit back, kick your feet up, enjoy the ride. So not too long ago, I was at a gun shop and saw something that I just couldn't leave without. Now, y'all don't know, but the majority of my handgun collection is law enforcement guns. Either guns that were used by coppers or issued by departments. And this one here is probably one that was used by a cop. It was marketed to law enforcement as a backup weapon, and it is just weird enough that I couldn't live without it. What we have is an AMT Backup 45. So the AMT Backup 45 is a 45 caliber, double action only, semi-auto backup gun. It definitely weighs more than my Glock that I carry every day, fully loaded. It only holds 5 rounds in the magazine, 1 in the chamber, so you only get 6 shots, just like a revolver. And if you don't have couple extra magazines, once you get done with your 6th shot, you can use this as a bludgeoning tool. It is heavy enough to do that. There is no slide lock, so the slide will just go forward and the gun will just go click on an empty chamber. So yeah, you gotta count your rounds. It's not designed for a fast reload. It has a European style heel or mag release in the heel of the grip. And I'll bring you in close and show you a little bit more of the interesting sighting system. Okay, so up close, we have the left side of the gun. There are no controls here. This is the takedown pin. We got our trigger. On the starboard side of the gun, we've got our extractor. We can see our trigger bar. And if you look closely, there's a hole right here. Well, that hole is the back side of that pin. So once we align that, we push the pin out from right to left, and at that point it comes apart like in 1911. The sighting system. Well, there you go. There are no sights. It's literally just a channel in the back half of the slide and a channel in the front half of the slide. We're going to, when we get to the range, we are going to try to shoot a group with these trench sights and see whether or not we can shoot a group, and may try to see just how far we can shoot a group. It's a very, very rudimentary sight system. There's nothing to snag on your clothes or your belt or your pant leg or wherever you may be carrying it. Or if you're a lady carrying it in your purse, there's nothing to snag. You can see here, there's a hammer that just barely protrudes at full cock here. There is nothing to snag. And as I was saying, that the takedown is very similar to 1911, wherein you align this half moon notch with the round head of the pin here, using an 1/8 inch punch, push it out most of the way let the slide go forward, pull the pin the rest of the way out, and the gun just slides apart. I would take it apart, except it's a pain to get back together. You got to get what would be the link on a regular 1911. It's actually forged right into the barrel. You got to get it all lined up just right and get that pin slid in. It's very difficult. And then we got our magazine release here in the heel. So yeah, AMT made these little backups in 45, apparently from about the mid 80s to the early 90s. I can find no serial number lookup, so I can see exactly when this gun was made. This one in particular was made at when AMT was in Irwindale. So they had 3 different locations that AMT was at, and I think Irwindale was the second location. But yeah, it's a interesting little off-duty or backup gun, and that trigger pull is probably on the order of close to 20 pounds. That's the safety. You are not going to shoot any kind of pistol match with a gun like this. But we'll see what we can do as far as shooting a group. We'll start up close, probably all the way up to the 7-yard line, which is a bit far for a backup. But we'll try 7-15, see if we can maybe even shoot it at 25. If we can shoot a group at 25, we'll stretch it to the 50 for giggles. We can maybe try to see how fast we can get 6 shots off with this. I'm not expecting it to be very fast at all. I might, well, when we get to the range, we'll play that one by ear. But it's an interesting little gun, and I will say that the gun shop actually thanked me for taking this off their hands. I don't know how long it had been sitting there, but they looked quite surprised when I said, hey, let me see that little AMT 45. They were more surprised when I said, yeah, I'll take it. And as I said about the magazines, they're only 5-round magazines. This gun did come with 2 magazines. I was able to find 3 more, so I have a full set of 5, which is quite a bit of 45 for a backup gun. You definitely don't want to fall in the water when if you're walking alongside a river. Between the weight of this and the weight of 25 to 45 rounds, it'd be like carrying a boat anchor. Now I did, in all fairness, I did shoot 2 magazines out of it just to function check it, and I should have marked the magazines that came with the gun because one functioned flawlessly, one spit the 4th round right out the top, and it only allowed me to shoot 4 rounds instead of 5 rounds. But gun does function. Next time we go to the range, we will take it out, we will shoot it, and we will see just what we can do with it. So, like I said, just a quick video on a new-to-me pea shooter. A little backup gun that'll, once we get done shooting, it'll kind of just sit in my LE handgun collection. Get shot once in a while. Have to build up some trigger finger strength to do a whole lot more shooting with this one, that's for sure. But with all that being said, well, even before we get to that, I would like to thank the Ninth Circuit Merits Board for kicking the emergency board in the gonads on the May v. Bonta SB2 challenge. Federal judge deemed it unconstitutional. State appealed it, and the emergency board put a stay on the injunction. the merits panel lifted the stay on the injunction. So the injunction's in effect, but they still have to hear the case. But thank you to the Ninth Circuit Merits Board. With that, y'all need to carry everywhere you can. Stay strapped or get clapped. Get a CCW if you need one. If you're in a constitutional carry state, get a CCW anyways. You never know, you might travel. It is getting crazy out there and getting crazier. You are your own protection. As Officer Greg says, nobody's coming. Remember, when seconds count, the police are minutes away. I want to thank y'all for hanging with me today. This is just a quick video showing off the new pea shooter. So until next time, this Half Mile Sniper reminding y'all to stay safe, keep shooting. We'll catch you next time.
Send it. Hit.